Well, folks, done and dusted. South Africa has held its national and regional elections, provincial elections on the 29th of May. It's now the 30th of May. I'm here in the Western Cape still. And a lot of people are looking at the results as they come in. They began trickling in around midnight, a little bit after midnight on election night, despite the fact that many polls around the country were open much later than they're supposed to because of glitches at polling stations and massive queues. The queues were hectic here in the Western Cape, I'll tell you that much. Last night, 8 o'clock, after 8 o'clock, over 1,000 people, 1,300 people, two different polling stations here just north of Cape Town that I went to, and talking to the people who've been working at the poll sites all day. This had been happening most of the day, if not the entire day, all day long. Constant crowds coming and long queues. And I talked to several people at the Tableview High School, and they had given up in the morning because the queue was too long and came back in the evening and just stuck with it. Now, this story has been repeated around the country, apparently on college campuses. Universities are having a similar problem. EFF is upset about that with good reason. Everybody should be upset about some of these glitches. But my audience last night, by and large, experienced very successful election day. I would say anecdotally, 75% of the few hundred people that responded last night who voted had a good experience. Most of them voted in less than 20 minutes or so, which is pretty amazing. However, about 1/4 of the people did suffer. One of my viewers waited 7 hours to vote in Gauteng yesterday. That's unacceptable. So there are some issues there. But this video is the morning after video, not for a hangover, but to talk about caution. A lot of people are going through the results already as they come in and saying, hey, this has happened, the EFF has done very well, or this party's done very well. I caution you to remain calm and let the results come in. Look at them, but don't draw any conclusions early on. What we see so far is roughly the pattern of the ANC around 42% and the DA at 26%, plus or minus 1 for each of them, EFF 7-8% so far. But that's based on the limited number of precincts reporting. I started tracking the votes at the first report, which was 4,000 plus for the ANC and 3,000 for the DA, which put the DA at 31%, but that wasn't going to hold. And then as the night progressed, 135,000 again this morning. They update again at 333,000 for the ANC, and then the next at 383. So that's where we're at right now, at about 8:30 in the morning on the 30th of May, with the ANC at about 42% nationally for the precincts that have reported polling stations, and the DA at 26%, with the EFF at about 8%. Long way to go. We won't probably have the final results until Sunday night, but hang in there. I'll keep updating you and keeping you informed as we go along. But the bottom line is right now is that let's not draw any hasty conclusions about what's happening. That said, the numbers are encouraging from my standpoint and are tracking with what I projected in the polls. So let's hope that my analysis is correct, and maybe I'm proven wrong with seeing the ANC go down even further. Thanks a lot. I'll keep you updated. Take care, folks.